Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Smash. This is Matthew, and I'm excited to share with you what has become my new favorite movie trailer. I've seen it a few times at home, just saw it in the movie theater, and it was incredible. So I'm pumped to share with you. It's for a movie coming out this April called A Quiet Place. It is written and directed by John Krasinski of The Office. You may recognize him. And it's also starring him and his real-life wife, Emily Blunt. I'm excited about the prospect of seeing a movie written and directed by John. I know he wrote with Matt Damon a movie called Promised Land, which I was going to watch and I never did, so maybe I'll go back and watch it and see if I think I'll like his style of writing. But I'm pumped to see what he does in this genre, kind of being a thriller, horror film type movie, and also it's the first time really he has written and directed a movie for a major studio. It's coming out from Paramount, like I said, this April. So let's go ahead and look at my top 5 reasons why I think that this is a brilliant movie trailer. Really, all of them have to do with the fact that I think this movie trailer does a great job of holding its cards close to its chest. I don't think this trailer gives away too much about the movie. I don't think it really tells us a lot about what's going to happen, but what we do get is this amazing sort of vibe, this sense of the imagery that we're going to be seeing, and really that my top 5 reasons are the fact that this trailer has 5 just awesome, what I would even say could be iconic images that will really last, and I think will show that this is going to be a very, very good movie. So let's take a look at those 5 images. Number 5. The first sort of iconic image we get as we're watching this trailer is of this girl walking down this bridge and being confronted by a cross, which in itself is an iconic image, which symbolizes suffering and death and basically says to us, hey, maybe things aren't going to go well. So that's kind of our first indicator that this is not going to necessarily be a happy, pleasant story. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays out throughout the whole movie, that idea of suffering, maybe even of torture, of torment. So it really starts off strong with a strong visual image there that really could unpack a lot of meaning for the rest of the film. And again, we don't know at what point this image occurs in the film, so that'll be interesting to see as well at what point this confrontation between this young girl and this cross takes place in the film. But I think we start off in the trailer with a strong image moving forward. So coming in at number 4, I think another strong kind of iconic image we get is of probably this same girl walking through the door, and as she makes her way in, she's taking steps on these spots that have been painted on the floor, guides of where they can and can't step because they have to be quiet, which again, we're not quite sure why they have to be quiet. Obviously, something at this point is causing them to live in fear of making any noise whatsoever. But I just think this image of watching her take these steps in these places that have been painted on the floor paints a very strong visual image. It tells a lot about the story without using any words, any dialogue. We see right there that there's history to this, that they have planned, that they have prepared, that they these kids that we see in this trailer probably have known this for a long time, that they have to abide by these rules in order to be safe. And so I think this, as far as visual storytelling goes, I think this is some of the best that I've seen in a trailer in a while. It's just a strong, provocative image that is just stuck to my mind because you know there are creaky spots in your house and you know when you step there it's going to make noise. And the thought that you would have to not step there, and so you would have to mark out spots in your house where there would only be certain spots where you could stand. It's just crazy, and I think it's great, and I can't wait to see someone take the wrong step, and it's going to be terrifying. The next big visual image we get comes immediately after that, and it pans up the camera pans up so that we can see these huge, what seem like claw marks that have gone through the wall. Now, if that is the house that you're living in as a kid, that is terrifying. And you know, as you're taking those steps, you can see those claw marks out of the corner of your eye, and you know this is serious business. And so I think these claw marks provide another strong visual image. It adds history to this story. It tells us that this is something that is real, it's dangerous, and that it's really important that you take those steps carefully. And I just think how terrifying. Just to look at that, so scary. Great job. Another reason I think this is awesome. Coming in at number 2 is what I actually think is the strongest visual sort of iconic image that we get in this trailer. It's right when John's character is going up to the window. He looks out, he sees this string of lights, these white lights that they have hanging, and then boom, they turn red. And we know something is here, something has gone wrong. And I think this is such a brilliant image, this idea of changing the color of this light. It tells so much about the shift in the tone, the intensity. I think just what a great idea. Whoever came up with this, A+. I am pumped. Can't wait to see this happen in the movie, because it's going to not only add tension, but it's going to just change the whole mood with the lighting then going from this white kind of soft glow becoming this harsh red lighting. I think it's just going to affect everything, and I'm excited to see how much that is incorporated in the remainder of the film from that point on, whenever that actually happens. But I love it. Great moment in the trailer. I'm hooked. Can't wait. But for me, it all comes down to this number one thing. My favorite reason that I love this movie trailer is this moment. They're sitting there playing Monopoly, just being happy kids, and then boom, that lantern goes over. And I'm telling you, sitting in the theater watching this, it's totally silent because there's not like hardly any noise in the trailer up to this point. And the movie theater just drops dead silent. And when that happens, oh, it is a terrifying, tense moment. And I tell you what, when that moment occurs in the film, I'm sure we'll have led up to that with even more suspense, with even more tension. And it is going to be a stressful moment when we see that kid knock over that lantern. I think that is a perfect moment in filmmaking. I think, again, I'm going to say it, it's iconic, and I can't wait. I am just absolutely pumped about this movie. Again, it comes out in April. I hope you will go watch a trailer for A Quiet Place. I'll have a link down below, as well as links to all the images and everything that I got to make this video. So if you like this video and want to see more, go ahead and like, even subscribe if you're brave enough after my first video. So this has been Matthew for Movie Smash. Take care.